What is going on, guys, and welcome back. We are back again with another video, and today I have quite the treat for you guys. That is right, we are going to do another RDA review, and this one I am very excited to do because the Dead Rabbit by Heathen and Hell vape. Stay tuned and we'll talk about it. Alright guys, so thank you for staying tuned. As always guys, we are going to dive straight into this video, get her rolling, get her started, because I have a lot of information, a lot of things I want to talk about when covering this RDA, guys. I have a lot to say, so I'm going to try to get this done as quickly as possible. Where do I even start? This is an RDA I've been waiting to review for quite some time. Ever since I knew that it was going to be coming out, I have been excited to review it. A little bit of a background before we start with Heathen. If you have not checked out Vape and Heathen, his name is Billy, has a YouTube channel. If you guys haven't checked him out, which I'm sure you guys have, there will be a link in the description to Heathen's YouTube channel. Now, Vape and Heathen is actually the designer of the Dead Rabbit, and we're going to get close-ups. I'm going to show you the deck, all that good stuff. We're going to get in there, so just hold on with me here. Okay, now Heathen is actually the designer of the Dead Rabbit. He teamed with Hell Vape, who manufactured and kind of got the Dead Rabbit out there for him. But the design idea, everything, the name, the logo, every little piece of this thing was designed 100% by Vape and Heathen, which I thought was really cool. Another little, I guess, tidbit of information for you guys. The reason I'm so excited to do the Dead Rabbit is because Heathen is actually the reason, Heathen, Vape and Heathen, if you're watching, big shout out to you, man. The reason I started doing YouTube videos. He's pretty much one of the first YouTubers that I started watching when I started vaping. And I really liked his videos. I loved his content, his reviews, and just seems like a really laid-back guy. We talked about that for a very brief email. I messaged Heathen to make sure that I could use his name and all that stuff in the video, which I knew he wouldn't mind. So thanks for that, man. But I'm very excited to review this. Like I said, we're gonna dive straight into it because there's a ton of information that I would like to talk about. Right out of the gate, I can tell you that I am very impressed. And like I said, we'll go over more specs when we dive down and look at it. But just out of the gate, I can tell you a couple of really great things about this thing. First of all, airflow, spot on, dead on point. If I could have all 8 RDAs have this airflow, I would be completely happy. I would put it in between, I would say, you know, with a Goon having a lot of airflow, and then some smaller RDAs, maybe like the Pulse 22, Pulse 24. The Pulse 24 has a little bit of a tighter. This has, what I'm trying to say is this has just the smallest of restriction on the airflow. It is not a major restriction, it is a very small restriction, and you get a very light restricted lung hit. And for me, that is perfect. I do like airflow. I do not like it turned way down. This wide open, perfect for me. Perfect. Dual coil mode, wide open, squonking, perfect. We will get into squonking, trust me, because this guy, squonking, is an A++, and you will see why. Now, back to what I was saying about the airflow. The airflow on this is perfect. Dual coil mode, wide open, is perfect. You can see here that the airflow is actually high up on that chamber, and the airflow is actually angled down. So your coils actually sit a little higher, which I said I'll show you when I show you the deck. The airflow is angled down, so it goes down kind of underneath of your coils and back up. If I had to compare it to something, the airflow-wise, I would kind of say like the Recoil Rebel, how it has that snake bite airflow that kind of goes down into the middle and comes back up. That's what I would kind of compare the airflow to. Dual coil, 24mm RDA, you can run it in dual coil, you can run it in single coil. The deck is a breeze to build on, especially when it comes down to putting your coils in, and also with wicking. I've tried a couple different builds in this. I've also tried to wick it a couple different ways. Now guys, I already have this one built, and this is the only Dead Rabbit that I have. I picked this up at a local vape shop. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be showing you building this RDA in this video, but trust me, once you see the deck, you will definitely understand why I'm saying you won't even need to see it built. It is extremely easy to build. Now, the one thing I will say before we go dive down is this is the box that I have for the Dead Rabbit. Now, I know I watched a Heathen video recently where they said they did change this box. Now, this box does open up here from the side, as you can see here. And the new boxes that will be coming out, guys, is more of just a like a sandwich type of box where the top just slides off. But you know what? I don't really mind this kind of box. I know he said that he felt the material was a little thin, but I don't mind it. I like the box. I like the color in the Celtic kind of background. I do have, you know, a very good amount of Irish descent in me, so I do like that a lot. I think that that is really cool. Go ahead and kind of want to show you a little bit of the packaging. Well, we'll save that when we go down. Let's have another toot here real quick, and we will dive down and take a look at this Dead Rabbit RDA. I hope you're ready because it's impressive. Alright guys, so we're going to take a look at the Dead Rabbit close up. Obviously you got Hell Vape up here, this nice Celtic design here. Dead Rabbit, X's on the eyes with the mods crossing in the background, and you will notice the rabbit ears. You're going to see the deck and you'll kind of understand that. Project by Heathen, got Heathen's logo down here. Ample build space, 810 resin drip tip, no pre-cuts. Now I know that the new packaging does not say pre-cuts. I forget what the new packaging does say. I know that he did say in one of his newer videos, but it no longer says no pre-cuts. Here's the back of the box if you want to pause here and you can read some of the information back here. Side of the box, you got your little scratch and sniff. This one probably smells like whatever green. I don't know what it smells like, guys. Open up the box. These are the coils that you'll see that I have built in this RDA right now. These are Medusa coils, tank tracks. Okay, so you are going to get the RDA, which is obviously going to be right here. I have mine out as of right now. You are going to get one 510 drip tip adapter, which has the knurling on top, which kind of matches the stainless, the knurling on top of the RDA. I don't really see myself using this 510 adapter because of the black and the stainless. I bet you it would look really good on the black one, but on the stainless one, I probably won't use it very often. You also get another Derlin 810 drip tip, just a plastic one in here. You get a little baggie of goodies. You get 2 of the Allen keys, you get some extra O-rings. You also get a squonk pin, which is what the smaller Allen key is for, and you also get some extra hex screws in case you don't want to use the flatheads that are in it. Okay, so that's what comes in the box. This is the drip tip that comes on it, the green one. It came with the silver. You can see the logo right there, the Dead Rabbit logo. Okay, you can see that airflow, how it kind of goes down in. One thing I really like about this, guys, is how nice these O-rings are. So as you guys can see, you got 3 airflows. Okay, so one for single coil or for dual coil. Got the nice conical shape, which is good for flavor. And then you just have your regular top cap. That's the top cap, but your chuff cap type section deal here, your main tube here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and slide this back on, and I'm going to show you guys this deck. Now, I know I told you guys I had this deck built, but I actually took it apart so that you guys could see. So, there is the rabbit ear design, in case you cannot tell. Okay, these are the coils I had put in here. I'd like to keep them even with the edge of these ears right here. Okay, that's where I find the best airflow is, and I also have them pulled up just a hair. Now, what's nice about this is when you put your coils in, if they're a little too long, guys, you can literally stick your pliers just right down in here and cut off the excess. They fit right in there perfect. Okay? Now, small juice well. Notice this. Small juice well. But trust me, when we talk about it up top, I will explain that completely. This is more of just where to put your wicks. This isn't even really a juice well, guys. These dual O-rings on the bottom, when you slide this top cap on here, the top cap actually becomes your juice well. You can dump a ton of juice in this thing. Okay, guys, a ton. But the deck is very easy to build on. All right, so I'm going to wick this up. We're going to come back. I'm going to show you how I wick it, what I found was the best for me. And then we'll go back up and top and vape on it. Alright guys, hang tight. And it is wicked. As you guys can see, these wicks are pretty long. I was actually worried about it wicking up good, but I have never had a dry hit on this thing, guys. So you can see that you simply just feed your wicks in like normal, and you're going to cut them down long enough to put them down into this juice well right here. But I actually wrap my wicks around, guys. I wrap it almost all the way around the deck. So in here in the middle, and then I take it around the sides, on all 4 sides. Because when I'm dripping straight down in, this whole thing becomes the juice well, guys. So when you drip straight down in and you have that cotton just lining the whole deck, the whole thing just collects the juice and it wicks up perfect. So let's go ahead and throw some liquid on here, and we will go back up top and we will vape it, guys. There it is. All right, so there it was. There was your up close shot. There was the deck. There was how I wicked it. There was how easy it simply is to build it. Now, one thing I did not mention in the up and close, and I did forget to mention, which I'll mention now, is that the screws that are in the posts now are flat head screws. I like that and I don't like that at the same time. That's why we're going to go ahead and get into the pros and cons. So if I had any cons at all, which I really don't, I really had to nitpick for the cons. The flathead screws, I'm really not a fan of flathead screws. I like Phillips head screws a little bit more, but then again, you can't say that's a con because the extras that are in the box are the hex key. So that kind of cancels that con out. Con number 2, the O-rings. The O-rings on the bottom, which make that top cap a complete juice well, they're a little tight at first. Kind of cancels itself out once you juice it up. What I'm getting at, guys, is for me personally, and this can all be subjective, of course, this RDA is flawless. I can't find a major con that would stop me from liking it, to stop me from using it. I can go through pros all day long. This is the perfect RDA. I don't want to say perfect. Perfect is a very harsh word. For me, this is an RDA that I would vape on all day long. I'm mainly an RDA vapor, guys, and I have not touched any other RDA in my arsenal since I got this one. Not a single one. I mean, I have a bunch to choose from. I have a bunch of different builds that I like, but I'm telling you guys, ever since I picked up the Dead Rabbit, it has not left my hand. It's flawless. I love the airflow. We'll talk about the pros. The airflow, pro, huge pro. The airflow is perfect. Now, okay, one con. Stop myself. One con. I can think of one thing here. I'm not a big single coil vapor, so this one doesn't appeal to me, but it may to you. The airflow on this is a little too tight in single coil mode. I did put one single coil build in it, and the airflow was a little too tight for my liking, and I know that single coil airflow on a lot of RDAs is a little bit more restricted than dual coil. Obviously, you're getting half the airflow, but on this one was a little too tight for me. That one really doesn't appeal to me because I am not a single coil vapor. That one may appeal to people out there that are strictly single coil vapors or that really love single coils. Not to say that it doesn't work in single coil mode, because it does, and it works well. It's just a little too restricted for me. Okay, but back to the pros, guys. Airflow in dual coil mode, perfect. To squonk this thing is flawless because it holds so much juice. And I'm going to prove it to you right now, guys. I am vaping on the Daily Dose e-liquid. This is called Morning. This is a killer strawberry and cream. I mean, it is definitely my favorite strawberry and cream out there. It is phenomenal. Now I'm going to show you these wicks. Okay, I just built this, guys. Now, I just showed you guys I wicked it up. You can see that those wicks are nice and saturated. I mean, they're full. I mean, I could take a couple hits off this right now and be fine. Okay, completely fine. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put this top cap back on. Okay, we're going to take the juice here. I'm going to go ahead, get a big old dropper full. All right, black, whole dropper, straight in the RDA. Straight down the drip tip, no problems, no leaking whatsoever. I have not had a single drop leak out of this RDA since I've got it, guys. That, to me, is just amazing. And it is because of that airflow, which I bounce back to, is amazing. Let's take a pull. I'll show you. Of course, if you drip a ton and you over drip down in there, it may be a little wet. You may get a little spit back. But for you people that over drip every now and then, Not a problem at all. And she throws clouds with the best of them. This thing, I'm blushing. I want to stop gushing about this thing, guys. It is amazing. I'm an over dripper. I over drip constantly. I'm just blah it in there, just grim green it in there, if you will. Just dump it in there and go. And that is how I roll usually when I vape. That is how I drip when I go. I just blot right in there and I go. And for this, it is perfect. The airflow is perfect. The flavor is spot freaking on. I tried a bunch of different builds, a bunch of different wicking, different ways to wick it, guys. I went through juices that I know exactly what they're supposed to taste like because I vaped a ton of it, and it is spot on, guys. The airflow restriction when you're adjusting your airflow is just perfect, the perfect amount of restriction. The drip tip holds in well with that O-ring in the top there, guys, and it's 810 drip tip compatible. It comes with two 810 drip tips and will fit all of your goon style drip tips. I cannot think of any other better word. If I had to sum it up into one word, flawless. It has no flaws in my book, and this is my #1 RDA of all time. As of right now, as of all the RDAs that are out, there are a few that I haven't tried yet that I am definitely wanting to try. This is it, guys. This is the one that I will boast for to take down any other RDA on the market right now. This is not because I'm a fan of Heathen. It is not because I like his videos, I like his content, which I do. I think he is a great creator. But you can't argue with it. If anyone out there has tried it and said that they're not getting great flavor, that they're not getting good airflow, that they hate it altogether, I have to question it. I have to ask why. I have to ask what makes it to where you don't like it. Because, guys, like I said, it's an A+. Heathen, Billy, you knocked it out of the freaking park, man. This son of a bitch, excuse my language, is flawless. I mean, enough said. I don't even have to speak it on anymore, guys. I'm going to go ahead and take another toot. We're going to wrap this up, and I'll talk to you in a second. That flavor. Okay, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, guys, this one was easy. I definitely 10 out of 10 recommend that you go pick this dead rabbit up immediately. Actually, you can head over to Heathen's Instagram page right now. I will link that down below as well. He is actually giving away one of these special edition on his Instagram right now, and I believe he's giving away another special edition dead rabbit on his YouTube channel, which will also be linked in the description box below. You know all the normal stuff, guys. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video and you want to see more. Smash the comments, share this video, show everybody. You guys know what to do. The buttons, they light up. You can subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps me out. I want to put more content out there. I want to show you guys some more stuff. This one, no brainer, guys. No brainer. Till next time. I'm out of here. See you later.